Man, welcome back to another episode of the Think Successfully Room. This is a platform where we focus on building mindsets. We building character, bringing value to both you and your people, and aligning your body with your intelligence. I'm your host, QB So effing amazing, man. BLAQAMORE, man. Good seeing you, brother.
Likewise, brother. Likewise.
Man, yes, sir, man. So, like I said, bro, the article I just recently came across on the brain's nightly cleanse, right, to keep us healthy, right. This has something to do with the proper sleep. And again, that article it was 30 minutes long, right? So it was so much information in just a small period of time, right? So it pretty much went over information on how when you get the proper sleep, that's the brain's process of getting rid of waste, right? So as we move throughout the day, right, our brain generates, from what I read, our brain generates waste, right? Excessive proteins and other molecules like that can be toxic, you know what I'm saying, if not removed, right? So this is amyloid, I believe I pronounced that right, amyloid beta and tau, which are two key elements of Alzheimer's disease. So as far as sleep, bro, like how important is it for you to get the proper sleep?
Well, like you were saying, how we collect all that waste from our brain every day, like to cleanse all that out, there is no other way to do it but sleep. You know what I'm saying? And this has been known since the beginning of time, documented.
Yeah.
Sleep, low key, sleep is the most important thing for your health, more than even your diet and your nutrition. Go 3 days eating junk food, see how you end up. Go 3 days without any sleep and try not to end up in a psychiatric ward. Like you'll start hallucinating. As a
matter of fact, man, I think the lack of sleep is kind of it resembles like somebody that's intoxicated with alcohol, bro. It's no difference. Have you ever noticed? Like I start noticing a difference if I go 24 hours without sleeping. I done pulled it before, like where I'm just like doing just dumb shit, man.
Yeah.
Like shit that a drunk would do.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Very forgetful. Shit, I fuck around and walk to the corner, not even knowing why I walk to the corner of the house. I'm just over there standing in the corner and shit. Like it's very weird how the lack of sleep makes your brain unreliable. You know what I'm saying?
And how
like
fast it can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah.
That shit is very very important. I remember reading, or not even reading, I remember seeing a clip of you probably seen the same clip of Steve Harvey. He said there is only 24 hours in the day, right? You don't have time to sleep. And as much Steve Harvey is the GOAT, man. I fuck with Steve, man, but I completely disagree with that statement, man, because it's like I can't speaking for me. When I get the right amount of rest, I feel like a new man, man. I'm ready to go and get the day over with. So for him, sometimes I feel like people that already reached that level of success just be saying shit.
Just be saying shit. Oh God, they just be saying shit because it sounds good. Nigga, no, you getting good sleep every night.
Yeah, you can sit here and go to a goddamn an island and sleep your motherfucking day away if you wanted to, man. But to have that level of success and tell me I don't have time to sleep, bro, that probably was some selfish shit to say, I believe, man. Shit is crazy, bro. Yeah, so I know for me, man, like some guys are able to, I don't know, you might know some people that's able to sit here and just stay up throughout the night and still be able to function at it, you know what I'm saying? Still be able to function somewhat. But for me, man, I love to sleep, man. Like even if I'm not, let's say if it's a day where I didn't get a lot done in that day, but I'm tired, I'm not gonna sit here and force myself to try to complete something. You know what I'm saying? I'd much rather just go rest. I know I'm tired. I'm gonna just go rest, even if that means I sleep. You know what I'm saying? The rest of my day is gone by the time I'm gonna just get to it the next day, only because I know how detrimental the lack of sleep can be.
Absolutely. Like rest, which is rest and restoration. It's like it's the same shit. Like even God needed to rest on the seventh day, man. We only human. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
and like I said earlier, it's the only way that you're gonna get rid of that waste in your brain. So just going through life and then like getting not enough sleep every night. You only getting 4 hours of sleep every night, and that waste just keep building up in your brain. And then, like you said, Alzheimer's can happen. But even I like to look at disease on spectrums, because before it becomes a disease, there was like this buildup. So Alzheimer's is just like the extreme version of your brain not functioning properly. You got to travel along a long spectrum before they say, you know what, you're so far along the spectrum, this is a disease. At this point, like you qualify for medicine. You were stupid for a long time before you got there.
Yeah, man. Man, my great auntie has Alzheimer's disease, and man, she used to. I remember, you know what I'm saying, and God rest her soul, man. She used to forget things at the drop of a dime. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew what was happening with her, and it saddened me to even have to see her go through that. But you know, she can ask me something, and within like 10 seconds, she asked me the same exact thing all over again. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, because she been gone since 2014, so at the time, I wasn't as knowledgeable and educated as I am now. So I'm not understanding on how this disease occurred or what happened to her. But now, after reading stuff like this, man, just getting the proper sleep and making sure it don't, like you said, it's a spectrum, like making sure it don't build up to that point, man. Just get the proper rest. Even if it's times where you don't want to rest, even though you know you need it, man, sit your ass down and get the rest, man, and tackle it when you get the adequate rest. You know what I'm saying?
They even I read this years ago, so I'm probably gonna fuck it up. But I remember reading how certain types of dreams can predict a disease you may have, like a decade. And Alzheimer's was the one. And it said, I want to say it was like if you always had them dreams where like you jump up out of your sleep like that, and if you had that a lot, that was predicting Alzheimer's like 10 years plus ahead of time before they like literally found it in your brain.
Really?
Crazy. Like that's why I'm big. You go more and more we keep having these episodes, I'm gonna keep finding excuses to bring dreams up because I'm obsessed with them.
Damn, I didn't experience jumping up out of my sleep like that.
Yeah, I had to. Actually, I read that article today. I jumped out of my sleep. I said, "Oh shit, I'm only like 19."
Damn. So if you jump out your sleep like that, and I used to scare myself like, damn, why the hell I just do that? So that's you predicting, that disease 10 years.
I don't know if I don't think I said this last episode. I know there has to be some truth to the idea of dreams predicting diseases, because first of all, our dreams are somatic anyway. Like for example, if you're having a dream and the heat is high as shit, like they got the heat on 90 in the room, you're gonna dream like you in hell or you like in a hot summer or something, because your brain has to make sense of the experience that you're having in real life. And I remember one time I had a dream. It was the whole dream like looked nasty, and I was chasing this little creature looking thing. If I ain't know any better, I would say I was like inside of my body. So just like imagine what the inside of a body looks like if you're a very small thing. And I'm chasing this shit out of this nasty looking tunnel thing. And when I chased it all the way out, I woke up. I think I told you, I woke up and had diarrhea and my stomach got hurt. Did I say this last episode, or was I talking to somebody else?
You might have been talking to somebody. At least I don't remember. At least I don't remember talking about that.
But I had a dream basically that, I mean, I don't know how much you want to call diarrhea a disease, and it was in real time, but I was experiencing a diarrhea in real time, and the dream coincided with it. Got to get you some sleep to even know about these dreams.
That's man, that the rapid eye, like the state to where you go into like a rapid eye movement type, where your eyes just doing this while you sleep. That's your state where you dream. Like that's how you know you getting the right amount of sleep when you reach that stage. That's the stage you want to be in. Like if you're not dreaming, you should be concerned about that. You know what I'm saying? You have to dream. And me personally, I think when you dream, just because your brain like construct these just crazy shit, like it actually involves you being more creative too. Like you would be amazed at how more creative you'll become just by having these crazy dreams. You know what I'm saying? And then you wake up and remember it. You know what I'm saying? And you pulling small details from these dreams and you applying it to whatever idea you might come up with, right? Another thing to keep in mind is that if you are if it's a day where you can't think of something for whatever reason, like let's say you have to you're trying to find a solution for something, right? I guarantee you, like if you go take a nap, take a rest, and you get up and come back to it, your mind, your brain is constructing and finding it's problem solving for you. So when you finally come back to reality, when you finally open your eyes and get back to what you were trying to figure out the following day, it's weird how you got the answer just by getting the rest. And that's because your brain was figuring out how to solve it for you while you were asleep. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is
important. Do you remember any times in your life where like you knew you wasn't getting sleep like that versus times where you was getting sleep like that, and how it made a difference?
When I first started fucking with the truck driving, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit was so I actually had a conversation with my guy Dr. Jake over at he's a chiropractor over here in Rockford. You know what I'm saying? Me and him had a conversation about the proper sleep. Him and Johnny Kirk, another chiropractor. And I linked up with these guys around the time when I first started fucking with the trucks, simply because we talking about you driving throughout the night, and it completely messes up your sleep cycle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm struggling trying to find time to really get the proper rest. You know what I'm saying? So after conversating with those guys, I definitely noticed a difference. Like from then to now, there's a change, because I start to understand the mission. You know what I'm saying? And how to rearrange things. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I was more concerned because I was missing so much sleep that I wasn't dreaming. Like I was so used to being asleep, slobbing and shit, like having some good sleep. I'm dreaming and shit. I wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I was concerned about that. So now, you know what I'm saying? Now that we experienced that, same as you, now I can sit here and tell somebody else, like, man, you have to find the time to get that rest, man. If you feel like you don't have the time to sleep, you do. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you're doing a disservice to yourself, man.
As a matter of fact, I would say if you make a good night's sleep the number one priority in your life, it's like impossible to be unhealthy, because if you make sleep the number one priority of your life, that's going to affect your diet, because you're going to find that certain foods is going to disrupt your sleep. You're going to find there's a certain time when you should stop eating. Also, your quality of sleep also depends on what you did throughout the day. Like a lot of times people have trouble falling asleep at night.
Yeah.
A lot of times it could be because you didn't live a day that was worth getting the sleep to restore from. And it puts you in this messed up position, because you still need the rest, but your body like, we didn't really do that like that. We was just sitting down, chilling and watching TV. So what we resting for? I want to do something.
Right.
Do something productive, whether you thinking hard or doing something hard with your body, physical labor.
Yeah.
You hit the gym and you sleep that night after you went hard at the gym, you hit a new PR. You out of there.
Oh yeah, I gone over with.
No problem.
Yeah.
So if you do something worth getting a good night's sleep for, like I said, your diet is gonna change. That alone, nigga, that's gonna get rid of 99% of chronic diseases right there.
Facts.
If you just make sleep your number one priority, I mean, you're gonna wake up at the same time, you're gonna get that sunlight, because you know you need the serotonin from the sun to produce the melatonin to go to sleep at night. You're not gonna be drinking. That's another thing too. People be thinking they'll get drunk and they'll be knocked out thinking that's sleep. That's not sleep. That's sedation. There's a difference.
Yeah. That's you tricking yourself to thinking you know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely, man. So, man, my fault for cutting you off, brother. Explain that term, man.
So sleep is a very active process. That's when your body's restores. Like I said, we get rid of the brain waste. That's when your fat only burns in your sleep. A lot of people struggle to lose weight just simply they ain't getting a good night's sleep. Like you can do all this shit to burn fat throughout the day. If you don't sleep, the fat ain't going nowhere.
Right.
So it's a very active process. Sedation you just unconscious, but your body ain't doing all that restorative work. So you
Mm-hmm.
still, that's why that's the real reason people have hangovers when they have alcohol a lot, because you never restored. So it's like your body never got to sleep. You was just sedated, you was just unconscious, but you wasn't actually sleeping and resting. So there's a difference between sedation and sleeping.
Yeah, that's Jim right there, man. And the same thing apply for marijuana too. You know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, if you a weed smoker, man, a lot of people try to, like you said, try to get a drink, maybe smoke to try to sleep. But then, like, you gotta ask yourself, is you sedated, or are you really sleep? You know what I'm saying? No, that's important, man. So, and also, man, when you get the proper sleep, you know, just understand that, you know, when you are asleep, when you get in the proper sleep, there's electrical waves that goes through your brain that helps your brain sort, select, you know, transport, and just recall memories, man. Like, being like, all of that shit is important.
Yeah.
But I remember about a year ago, man, I was on the road, right? And normally you could tell when somebody is falling asleep or texting and driving, you know what I'm saying? So if somebody is texting to drive, and they might swerve a little
Can't
bit,
hold
you
their
know what I'm
lane.
saying? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You could tell they not paying attention to their lane. But if I see a motherfucker like completely leave their lane, they in the left lane, and then they come back and they falling asleep, you know what I'm saying? So she was in a and I try to get her attention, because this is a time, like, bro, we going through Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we all know how Chicago, like, how heavy Chicago traffic could be depending on the time of the day. So she ended up dozing off to the point to where she couldn't hang on no more, and her car spent out like 5 different lanes. Like, she was over here, and her shit was all the way, and she pretty much looked like a ping pong going through that motherfucker. And I'm like, man, luckily she didn't collide with no car, because it was incoming traffic. So it was a time in the traffic where it was like a big gap, but then as you look behind you, it's a whole bunch of cars coming. So this happened right before that traffic got to that point, and she pretty much spun out and hit the barrier of the right side of the highway. And yeah, that right there is like, man, even if you gotta pull over and get you a nap in, do that, man.
Do it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not worth your life trying to sit here and trying to fight. Because, like, when your body is tired, your body is tired. I don't care how much you try to fight that. When it's time to go to sleep, or when your body is time to want to sleep, it's gonna drop on you. It's over with.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know, drowsy driving is more dangerous than drunk driving.
I after seeing that, I agree. After seeing that, I definitely agree, man. I was scared for it, man.
Yeah, driving sleepy can cause more accidents than drinking and driving, which is crazy.
Yeah, man. I've seen that in a lot of different people. I never seen it that intense, but that is after seeing that, man, that is definitely extremely important, man. So man, so recently I experienced something, man. So, for example, with my son, man. So it's important for me, for me and his mom, to get him to go to sleep. Get him his nap around 12 or 1, right? Because if not, he'll try to go to sleep at 4, maybe 5. You know what I'm saying? Later in the day, right? And if he take a nap later in the day, then that means he's going to be up at night. He probably won't go to sleep till like 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So and if that happens, that means I'm going to bed late. You know what I'm saying? If I go to bed late, that means I'm waking up late. Have you ever experienced, like, going to bed late, waking up late, let's say 9, 10 o'clock, and you feel tired? Like, you woke up so late to the point where you feel tired. I don't know if that's because your body is used to waking up early or whatever that is, but have you experienced waking up late and still feeling tired throughout the day?
Yeah, absolutely. If I don't fall asleep at a time, so like my normal optimal circadian rhythm is sleep a little bit before midnight. I fall asleep sometime before midnight, and I'm up around 7ish. That's a good ideal night of sleep. I did everything right. I know I'm gonna be in a good mood as long as no bullshit happen the next day.
Yeah.
When I sleep past that, It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like
Yeah.
it's almost like it's like a such thing as too much sleep. It's like we like our rhythms.
Exactly.
We gotta like do the same. Like we're creatures of habit, even subconsciously. Like we should things be seeming boring to do the same things every day. But I'm a big believer in when you have a good day, like really pay attention to what you did, how much sleep you got, what you ate, who you talked to, all that shit, and
Mm-hmm.
just try to repeat the same thing again. Because why would you not? If you did the exact same thing you did to have a good day yesterday, why would that not repeat again
The
the
next
next
day.
day
Yeah,
after that?
facts. That
Like
is
we
a
creatures
fact.
of habit. We like to say we want something new, we want something new, but at the end of the day, 80% of the time we eat the same foods, we watch the same shows, we watch the same shit on we scroll on our phones. We've been
Mm-hmm.
cheering for the same team all of our life. We don't be really liking new shit like we think we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take inventory, and when you know you had a good night's sleep, pay attention to what you did so you can make sure you get that same good night's sleep again. Because once again, if you make that the number one priority, it's hard not to like your life.
That, that that is a fact, bro. Like by you saying we're creatures of habit, of course there's good habits and bad habits. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you said something that was key, right? If I just did something on this day, you know what I'm saying? And I thought it was an amazing day, very productive day. I felt good on this day. Why wouldn't you want to do that the following day? Right? So how you said there is a such thing as too much sleep. I think so, because it's like, oh, you got to find that sweet spot. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
like if you don't get enough sleep, you're tired. If you sleep for too long, you still be tired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But also, it matters of what time you gotta know what time your body
yeah.
it likes waking up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like for most people, or I shouldn't even say most people. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like from you and I, around that between 5:37 is kind of like that time I need to be up. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
that's the time I'm gonna be more productive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling
Yeah.
tired at this time. I'm getting up, I'm getting it done, go get a workout in. And I think that the time you wake up in the day determines the day you will have. You know what I'm saying? So if
Absolutely.
you
Yeah. Yeah.
somebody that wakes up at 11, 12 o'clock, if I didn't know no better, you don't want to be successful in life, man. Like waking up at 11, 12 o'clock at it is insane. You know what I'm
And I
saying?
used to do that. I did that for years. And when I did
Yeah.
that, I was almost 100 pounds heavier. I had high blood pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know at the time, but I didn't really like myself for my life like that. It's just
Yeah.
going through shit. I had a bunch of dumb ideas I believed in. Like it's not optimal. It's
Right,
not
right.
optimal. But having the kids got me right. And
Man,
luckily I was able to pick up some healthy habits.
man, that's important, man. Picking up those healthy habits and sticking to them. You know what I'm saying? But like anytime, but definitely waking up at 12, 1, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, and you're an adult, that shit is unacceptable, man. That shit is unacceptable. I'm gonna pray for you if you want it out. That shit is unacceptable, man. I'm gonna pray because that shit is uncalled for, man. Like especially like if you somebody that like to go in the club every weekend, goddamn it, and you like let's say it's a Friday, you sleep. You probably going to bed at 1. No shit. Nah, let's be realistic, man. If you out in the club kicking it and shit, you probably ain't going to
Two,
bed
three.
till 2 or 3 at least, maybe 4 if you really going hard. So now when you finally get home, y'all probably done stopped at a late night spot. God damn it, you done
Got some
smoked, did
Mexican
what you
food and
did, and
shit. Yeah.
you ain't sleep. You finna be knocked out to like 1, 2 o'clock, and then get up on a Saturday and do the same exact thing. Get up on Sunday late, goddamn it. You ain't got no time really, cause your body, like how you just did your body, so you just did how you just did that, your
Yeah.
body still feeling tired on that Sunday. So you most likely finna sit here and binge and watch Netflix and shit for the rest of the day, and then gotta get prepared for work to follow on Monday, man. That right there is the routine of a person that's irresponsible and somebody that don't want to be successful for real, man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And we just saying it because you probably need to hear it. We ain't trying to judge nobody, but
Yeah.
man, if you just take people who like their lives and compare them to people who don't really like them lives, I bet you'll find a heavy correlation of wake up times. People who
Yeah.
like their lives probably wake up early and get better sleep. It's just a fact.
Yeah.
It's just what I found.
Yup. That
Or at
is
the
a fact.
very least, try to shoot a little bit of bail. Even if you're waking up late, like at least tell me you was doing something productive from midnight to 4 because that's just the only time you got to swim. At least tell me that. Don't tell me you was out at the club celebrating failure, getting drunk for nothing. Just don't tell me that. That's all right.
Yeah, that shit. That's exactly what it is. That's why I can't do the club scene, because it's like, man, I just don't care to be around a bunch of motherfuckers I don't know. Shit.
And I used to do it, man. I never liked the club. I was just trying to fit in. I remember
just trying to kick it. Just trying to kick it, but that goes back into what we were saying. Like, it ain't no way you could get the proper sleep. You know what I'm saying? If you just left the club intoxicated, you probably under the influence of marijuana. You probably smoke with a group of motherfuckers that smoke, and then you going home. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, naturally, the body you're not supposed to be going to sleep at no 2 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Because you need at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep. So that puts you at 10 o'clock. And because it's later in the day, now you still feel tired by the time you get up, because you didn't go to sleep at the proper time. You know what I'm saying? But like, as far as the club scene, that shit was cool when you know what I'm saying? Like you said, I was trying to fit in and shit, just trying to motherfuckers up the next day posting pictures, and you oh shit, I was in that. Man, I don't give a fuck about none of that, man.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm glad y'all have fun, man. Shit. I'm a big Pixar fan. I done been productive for the day. I'm probably in here watching Toy Story or some shit. I'm gonna let y'all have that, man. Like, that scene ain't for me, shit.
For real.
But
I will say this though, in fairness, because there are different. And I don't know like exactly why and all the exact science of it, but some of us are genetically wired to have different sleeping schedules. And then there's some of us who sleep what they call it biphasic sleepers. So it's, instead of just sleeping in one whop for 8 hours, they sleep at 2 separate times within a 24-hour span for about 4 hours each. Now, this is a rare group of people. I know most of you watching this need to listen to what we just said, but I just wanted to be fair, because I know there's some exceptions out there. Nigga, we know. But the rest of you niggas get some sleep.
Yeah, go ahead. We got to give them the benefit of the doubt, man. It's all good, man. It's all good, man. But yeah, definitely, man. Going back to what I said about Steve Harvey, man. Before me and my brother hop up out of here, man. It was a clip I seen. Like I said, Steve Harvey said, "There's only 24 hours in a day. You don't have time to sleep. You don't understand me when I say this nigga is already successful. Don't listen to that shit. You get the proper sleep. You know what I'm saying? Preferably 6 to 8 hours, because it's easy for him to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can't operate at your best if you don't have the proper sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say that, especially if you're somebody that you got businesses, you got things you're trying to work on, things you want to create, you know, new areas you want to study. All of that comes from having the proper sleep, so that you can have the energy to put into those things. Right? So that's what I'm in with that, man.
Yeah, and even with that being said, if productivity and getting shit done and sleeping for seconds and all that is your thing, and that's why you call yourself want to stay up to outdo the competition and shit,
Yeah.
you just learn to leverage AI. That get a whole lot done for you anyway.
Facts.
Get you a good night's sleep so your brain can think of these creative ways to use AI, and you will be much more efficient. I promise you.
Facts. That is a fact. And speaking of AI, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely is an assist. I know some guys completely use AI to do everything, but like use it to assist you in your endeavors, you know what I'm saying, your missions, whatever that may be. And then you know what I'm saying, because you can literally have systems set up to where you can be able to get your sleep in, and AI is doing certain things for you while you sleeping. And then when you get up, now you do your part, and now your work just became 10 times better with the help of AI.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, definitely, brother, man. Nah. So yeah, I hope y'all take that, man. What we said as far as getting the property, even the stories we have shared about about sleeping and driving, dozing off and driving, and everything else that we have mentioned. The Alzheimer's disease, the spectrum that bro brought up and how he broke that down, all of these can lead up to something more detriment if you don't handle it now. You know what I'm saying? So all that partying and shit may seem fun now, but nigga, that shit'll catch up with you. You know what I'm saying?
Sure
So
will. Your body will give you a good 20, 30 years of some bullshit before it turn on you.
yeah, because I done seen some niggas that look 33, them motherfuckers look 50. You know what I'm
Just take a
saying?
young nigga, give him an old face.
Niggas look 50 at 33. So yeah, man, bro, is there anything you want to add in there, bro?
Before we go, I just want to also throw in for those who believe in the Bible or take the Bible seriously, and just to show how old this wisdom is, a scripture that I find interesting in reference to sleep. In the book of Job, chapter 33, verse 15, I think. I don't. The scripture talks about. It says like when you have a dream, when you have a vision, when you're in a deep sleep, that's when God opens your ears and He gives you instruction. Right? It don't say those exact words. That's basically what it's saying. And the most interesting part of that, besides the scripture within itself, the Hebrew word that they use for deep sleep is the exact same word they use in the book of Genesis when God had made Adam and He put him into the deep sleep to make Eve from the rib. And when you think about what happened at that point in time, when God put Adam in that deep sleep, He intervened. That's divine intervention when He took the rib out to make Eve. So that I think that's when you recognize a pattern of when you get you some good sleep, divine intervention can happen. So whatever problems you have, man, it's been so many times. That's why they say, I don't know, let me sleep on it before they make a big decision. Like that's how.
Yeah.
These are life-changing habits we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like it sounds simple, but a good sleep could literally change. If you don't like your life, I bet you don't get that good of sleep.
That is true. That is true, man. Getting the proper, like that goes back to the meditation. When you think about it, sleeping is also a form of that. You know what I'm saying? How we last episode where it's just like when you sleep though, you really like you out of it. You know what I'm saying? But it is a form of meditating. You know what I'm saying?
Meditation. So, I look at meditation like a sleep supplement. Like if you don't get all your vitamin C from the oranges and grapefruit like you were supposed to, you can take the like little pill of vitamin C. That's what meditation is to me with the sleep. You want to sleep first, but if you couldn't get to sleep, at least meditate for 20 minutes. Like 10 minutes of meditation can equal like an hour of sleep.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, like even like a nap, 10 minutes of meditation, whatever, like you will be amazed that like if you feeling out of it, okay, I thought
my call and messed my joint up.
We good. Yeah, so like 10 minutes of like if you can't meditating, whether it's a 10-minute nap, you'll be amazed at how refreshed and more energetic you'll be just off of 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So if you somebody that find it hard to get, to sleep for an entire 6 to 8 hours, just take naps in sections. As soon as you get the opportunity, man, put your head back, close your eyes for 10 minutes, just nod off for 10, 15 minutes, man. And you wake up and feel rejuvenated. You know what I'm saying? You feel like a new person, man. That is key, definitely.
World of difference.
Man, bro, appreciate you, brother.
Likewise, man. Man, kick me off now, because I'll keep going. Cause I got
hey, that's why we on here as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Having these amazing conversations, man. I think, you know what I'm saying? I think what makes them what they are is because their experiences. You know what I'm saying? We're speaking from experience. You know what I'm saying? And putting that into an episode, man. So yeah, bro, appreciate you, brother.
Likewise, man. Likewise.
Man, we're gonna go ahead and close out, y'all. Make sure you subscribe as well. Subscribe to Think Successfully Room. That way you can be notified on additional content, more informative conversations like this one that I'm having with my guy BLAQAMORE. And just stay informed, man. We'll try to do our best at being consistent and bringing y'all a variety of different conversations that we feel will be useful to your life or people that's close to you. So, man, life is good, y'all. Life is wonderful. Be blessed to be alive. Self-sufficiency is how you survive. To the kings and queens, to the guys and goddess, forever and always, my nigga, they successfully.